home, and then they were like, why have you come home? And
Yeah.
you know, and then because he's the eldest, his good friend passed away. So what would that have been, Monday night? And obviously she's known him since he was a little kid as well. So I think it's just all getting on top, really. But she's doing all right.
Is it episode 15?
I think it could well be.
Okay, go live. We might be live already, but I've typed in the thing. You can never really tell this end.
This is why I have my thingy on my thingy. Now we're live now.
Oh yeah.
This is why I have my thingy on my thingy. There we go. We're up. Just turn my sound down.
Sorry. Sadler watching again.
Oh my God, who is she?
Do you know, I think she's following you around.
Yeah, I've got a stalker.
So, quick hello everybody. Slightly shorter chat today because we've got other bits we need to get on with. I'm sorry, but we'll be on with you tomorrow evening.
We will.
I think we said 6:30 to about 8:30, something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't we? So,
bit of a knit night.
Yeah, virtual knit night tomorrow. So we can have more of a natter.
I might even have an adult beverage tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I am working on my cowl again.
Excellent.
Just doing a few rows.
Coming along lovely. I'm working on what you have just called a snake pit, which is just, you know, a bit of a mess that needs sorting out.
Yeah, do you know there are groups on Ravelry of people who untangle messy yarn? And there's a lady called Sally that years ago I sent a skein of lace weight to, and I think the deal was I bought her this pattern, that pattern, and something or other pattern, and she detangled 3 skeins of lace weight for me, and you know, it was worth every penny because when it came back it was perfecto, and she had thoroughly enjoyed doing it because she likes the puzzle of untangling yarn, whereas I would have spent probably 12 weeks swearing at it,
yeah,
and not got anywhere because every knot I undid I created another 3.
Oh, that's helpful then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do think that some people really enjoy it though, don't they?
Oh, she was amazing. Absolutely amazing. She just, yeah.
I haven't got time to send this off though. It's got to be sorted for this afternoon.
Well, and it's for someone that you made a promise to help them out with it, didn't you?
I did. I promised. So,
indeed.
You know, she now has a bag with needles and some colours of wool, and she's going to get some more. She's got 2 more coming from here.
Awesome.
You know, we've got to help each other out because I can't imagine being stuck in my house at the moment without any needles or yarn. Well, I mean, it wouldn't happen anyway, but
yeah, we're preppers.
Yeah. I think I'd be having anxiety attacks.
Who's joined? Quick hello to Carol. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Carol.
Hi to Yvonne.
Hi, Yvonne.
So,
has everyone got their beverage?
Are you knitting at the moment? Anybody? Have you got a hot drink? Are you joining us with a quarantini?
What have you got? Tea?
I've got Builder tea. Well, it looks like Builder tea, but I can't taste it. I'm reliably informed it is, though.
Okay, and you can't smell it either?
No, I can't smell it either.
I've got my Earl Grey, as always.
Yeah, it's just like supping hot dishwater, really. I can't... It doesn't taste any different to the hazelnut latte that I had at 6 o'clock this morning.
When you talk about drinking dishwater, it just turns my stomach. It's not a good thought, really.
No.
Well, do you know, I had to brave the shops this morning, the supermarket.
How was it?
Oh, do you know, I didn't sleep last night. I am absolutely exhausted. It's a sign of the times, isn't it, that the thought of having to go to the supermarket in the morning keeps you awake all night long. So they've shut all the doors. There's normally 3 entrances to the supermarket I go to. They've shut and locked them all. There's a security guard on 2 of them. You have to queue up behind the barriers. and then
Right.
they let the doors opened at 8 o'clock. I got there at 5 to, and I was at the back of the line, and they let 50 people in, and then one out, one in. And when you get in there, there was disinfectant and stuff for you to clean your trolley.
Right.
The shelves were stocked, as in you could get everything that you wanted, but it might not be a choice. So there was one kind of rice, there was one kind of pasta, there was one kind of toilet roll, one kind of baked beans. So you can't complain because I got everything that I needed on my list. Some things were restricted. You could only take so much meat.
Right. Okay.
So I was more concerned about what Callum would want to eat, and thinking, do sausages count in this meat, or do they just mean, mince and stuff like that? That I forgot to get Arthur's chicken bones that he normally has for his breakfast. Bless him. He normally gets a chicken drumstick.
Right.
But overall it was fine. Once you were in there, you could get what you needed. There weren't too many people. It was calm. It was really lovely. So I actually saw the manager, and I did say to him, thank you for doing a hard job, basically.
Oh, Yvonne says she's got a fruit infusion, wild berries. Colleen's joined us, and Rita's with us. Hey, Rita.
Hello, everyone. How are we all this afternoon? Anybody else had to brave the shops today?
Has anybody got any knitting on the go while you chat with us,
or detangling?
It's kind of where
that's coming along lovely. How long is it around your neck now? That's not too bad. About halfway?
Maybe another couple of inches to halfway. I don't like them too short. I like to be able to sort of tuck them nicely under the collar of my coat. And it's super soft and really cushy.
Which yarn are you using again?
It's some discontinued Rowan Cash Soft Aran.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a superwash merino Aran and probably a few % of acrylic or something like that. But
it's it's always the good yarns that they discontinue. I don't understand.
Yeah, I never quite understand that either.
You get one that you love and you buy loads of it, and the next thing you know, they're not making anymore.
Oh, Yvonne says she's shopping tomorrow after work because that's when she's got to go out anyway.
Good luck.
She's just starting behind the green door cowl.
Oh,
what colour are you using for that, Yvonne? What colour?
I can't decide if, when I finished this one, I can't decide whether I want to do behind the green door or find your way.
Find your way.
Yeah, I like them both, and I haven't quite decided. So I'm going to have a little look at what colours I've got, and then
decide from there.
Yeah, see if they talk to me. See if they tell me what they want to be.
They'll tell you.
They usually do.
Rita says, I have to brave the grocery store this afternoon. Oh, good luck with that, Rita.
Oh, good luck.
Streaming all sorts of positive energies in your direction.
I mean, having been out myself this morning, I would say go as early as you possibly can, because you're going to end up queuing at some point. You're either queuing inside or queuing outside, but I hope it's painless.
Oh, Yvonne says she's got some Stylecraft Sunday double knit in shades of purple. Was that the stuff I sent you, Yvonne? Yeah, it's really pretty, Stylecraft Sunday.
I've not seen it.
I think it might be discontinued now, but I picked up 2 balls of the sort of purple colour.
Is that like a light purple or a deep purple?
It's kind of, well, Sunday kind of gives you a clue in that it's a bit like ice creamy kind of colours, so it goes from light to dark purple.
Right.
And it's a cotton and acrylic. She said, yeah, it's exactly that one. Yeah, it's so soft.
Nice.
Really, really nice. They did some beautiful colours in it. Starcraft are like this, though. They'll do a yarn for a season and then it goes.
It's a bit frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I like the is it Bambini or Bambino? The one, it's basically like Bellissima double knit, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's really nice.
I do love
So,
Bellissima.
Rita, have you got loads to get at the supermarket later, or have you just got a few things on your list? I'm hoping it's just a few things you've got to pick up,
Yeah.
and you can just get back safe home. And
I got toilet rolls.
oh,
New flash.
right, they
There was
weren't coconut
plenty.
scented, were they?
No, it was quilted. It was the only kind they had on the shelf. There
That's
was
very
plenty of
nice.
it, but it was the only kind. So whoever gets that is going to have nice quilty bottoms.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's not as don't normally get the posh stuff like that. So
I find it quite bizarre that we have a toilet paper factory in the town,
yeah,
and any store here could run out.
it's funny, isn't it?
Because we have this massive plant on the way in.
Yeah,
To get into town, you have to drive past it. And they do all the Andrex and all of that there.
do they have lots of golden Labradors living there?
Do you know, they probably do to test the fluffiness of the toilet roll.
Exactly,
This is
exactly.
probably a Labrador department.
Because nothing else will do in that test.
No, not at all. And
Not at all.
puppies running around at the back, pulling
Yeah, exactly.
the toilet paper off the roll.
Just to see how it behaves.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. Rita says she's just got a few things, and mostly perishables. Oh, that's not too bad then.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I had to get bread, milk, the usual.
Did you manage to get your gluten-free stuff that you needed?
I did manage to get gluten-free bread.
Oh, that's good.
Again, it's not the one that I would normally get, but
Yeah.
Who cares? It's gluten-free, it's bread.
It's close enough, isn't it?
Exactly. So
now is not the time to be picky.
I've told the kids this as well. I've said, you're going to have to be a bit more flexible in your food.
Yeah.
You're going to have to maybe eat a little bit less. So, have 3 scrambled eggs with your toast instead of 4.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just see how we all come out of it, eh?
We'll be fine. We are amazing preppers because, we've got all this yarn. We're sorted.
Well, Michelle, lovely Michelle.
Yeah.
She actually got a present today for myself and Anne. Arrived in the post.
All right.
We bought her a book, a Knit Your Own Boyfriend book. Because she's on her own during the apocalypse and we didn't want her to feel lonely.
Oh, bless.
So the book's come today and she's over the moon with it. She hasn't told us which one she's going to go for yet, though.
Okay, I'm tempted to message her and ask her which bit of the boyfriend she's going to knit first to see whether she answers me.
I don't think it's a full-size one, though, disappointingly. Okay. I think these boyfriends maybe come out that big. I know. I mean, if you're gonna do a pattern, you could at least grade it up, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Oh, Helen's joined. Hi, Helen.
Hi, Helen. I'm still going. I'm nearly finished on this, actually.
You're still working on your sock, Helen?
Oh, yeah, she was doing one the other day, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to prove we pay attention.
Well, you pay lots of attention. I know you do.
Sometimes.
I've just been completely rushed off my thing. I tell you what, I'm waiting for this extra time that everybody says that we're going to get for the lockdown, because at the moment I seem to have less time than I did when I was at work. I don't know what's going on. I'm doing it wrong, aren't I?
I think you are.
I think I need to reevaluate.
I think you definitely are.
I think priorities are all wrong.
So has anybody volunteered for the NHS Heroes thing for the government that they announced yesterday? I have to admit
that I didn't.
I believe they've got over 250,000 people already.
Yeah, they did over what they wanted in less than 24 hours.
They're going to need more than that anyway. I think they've ridiculously underestimated what they're going to need.
Well, they turned the Excel Centre into the hospital, haven't they?
Yeah.
Or they're doing it. which is actually the venue of where Callum was umming and ahhing over going to Comic-Con in May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in the end he said, oh, I'm not going to book anything yet. I'll just see how this whole thing pans out.
Yeah.
This was about 3 weeks ago now.
It's a good job done, isn't it?
It's a good job, isn't it? Because there's no Comic-Con going on in there, or if there is, it's a different kind of cosplay than you want, really, to be honest.
Yeah, well, they'll all just be in nurses' and doctors' outfits, won't they? And creepy masks.
Yeah.
I think I'll give that a miss.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it would be a good place.
Yeah.
But they're going to do them elsewhere as well, though. Oh, look at that. Shall I flash my
let's have a look at your
mess?
wedding.
I've nearly got the dark blue out. Once I've got the dark blue out, then we're flying. Cooking on Callum. I've actually got my headphone wire messed up in it now, actually.
You could do that.
So I'm here until this is sorted because I can't move now.
Honestly, do you know, my dad's the same with cables. You say, oh, have you got a USB? And he pulls one USB out the drawer and 500 come attached to it.
Oh, brilliant. Well, just in case. You might have needed 500, really.
Honestly, he could tangle a cable from another room. It is his particular skill.
I'm just getting a little bit confused with what I'm doing there, I tell you.
Oh, I'm on my cluster row.
Excellent. You need to concentrate on that a bit.
No, I just need to count to 5. Is it 5 or 3? 3 on this one.
3 on that one.
3 on that one, 5 on there.
I'm hoping Elaine is watching this and seeing how much I actually appreciate her friendship that I'm going to this extent for her.
I can't believe you're untangling all of that for anybody.
I know. I don't do it for myself.
I had to just cut the lumpy bit off it, was that in the bin.
Yeah.
And give her the rest of it.
It's nearly there. It's fine. Get the blue out and then I can get my headphones out.
Unless it had really annoyed me, in which case I'd have untangled.
Yeah, because you can't let it win.
High water, I will not be beaten by some bolshy ball of yarn.
Not a Bolshevik.
No, absolutely.
So what did you watch last night then? Binge watching anything?
I watched some of the Tudors.
Oh yeah, did you see Henry?
Certainly not with no clothes on, no.
Oh.
Maybe I'll skip that episode.
Yeah,
it's alright. I don't know that I'm that invested in the characters or that minded enough to watch any more.
Well, you know,
even
with quarantine, life's too short to watch a series that you're not interested in.
Yeah, it wasn't floating me boat. And I've been going through the Skybox because I've got stuff on there from 4 years ago. As you do, yeah. Just in case. And I've found a Scandi series called The Team, a detective thing.
Has it got subtitles?
Probably will have. So
I can't watch anything with subtitles and knitting, even if I'm knitting garter, because even though I don't look at my hands, I don't know what it is. It's a psychological thing that I can't read the subtitles and do my knitting at the same time. I
think it was subtitled. I can't remember when I watched the last series. I know I've watched about 5 minutes of this one because the Skybox says that I've started it. So I'll just take it back to the beginning and figure it out. And then if I'm not minded with that, I'll find something else.
So you don't need to recap the last series?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
And I can't find that on the Skybox anyway. I must have deleted it. So.
Right. Oh, well.
So there's not really an opportunity to recap anyway. I'll just have to catch up. And it'll have previously on The Team. Because pretty much everything does that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've got the blue out, the dark blue out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, halfway there.
So, what kind of cushion was it going to be?
I had an idea that, do you know those temperature blankets?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to do a set of cushions. So you had a cushion per season.
Right, I'm with you. Oh, can I
And
give a
the,
quick shout out to Dory? Hi, Dory.
hi,
Lovely to see
Dory.
you.
And the blue, obviously, the blues were going to be winter. And then, you know, like greens and yellows for spring and stuff. But I never got round to finishing it. And, you know, when you go, oh, shiny new thing.
Yeah.
And it just got pushed further back. And I just thought, well, it's not going to happen. Let's just give it up now.
Right.
So, yeah. Now, this is the interesting bit. Look, now I've got to try and untangle myself. I'm sorry, I'm so special.
You know, there's only you could do this. You're not channeling my dad, are you? Because
oh, do you know?
I know that can do that.
I could be channeling your dad. Maybe we've set you up and I've done it on purpose.
Could be.
You just don't know, do you? It's not April the 1st yet, is it?
Do you know, this would make quite a nice sleeve. Yeah.
It would. It would make anything that's circular. What else could we make that comes in a tube? Socks?
Leg warmers.
Gloves? Oh, that would be a great leg warmer.
Yeah, we could do sort of workout with Emma in the morning with the matching leg warmers, and we'd have to have a headband and
the gauntlet thingy,
little sweatbands for the wrists and all that.
Yeah.
Have to have that.
There you go. See, you started something now, haven't you?
Yeah, I'd end up being more like that one. Have you seen that clip of Victoria Wood?
I love that. She was a genius, wasn't she? I mean, she did dinner ladies and everything.
Oh, Dory says hi. Hope you had a great but probably quiet birthday. It was quiet, yeah. It's not one I'll forget in a hurry, that's for sure, isn't it? But you know, we've got one another on here. I'm feeling quite lucky that we can all spend time together.
You still got another week before you can do anything, haven't you?
Thursday before I can go out again.
Yeah. So you don't have to brave the shops.
No, I don't have to brave the shops. I mean, I am quite fortunate that I've got neighbours close by who are willing to do battle. We've got a good network of volunteers in the village who will do that if I need it. And really the only thing that I will run short of, by the weekend is dog food, dog kibble.
Yeah.
Dried food. But to be honest, I could just give them another meal of chicken and rice or something like that. They're not keen on rice, but they'll eat it if they're hungry enough.
Well, if there's no pasta.
Oh, we've got pasta for about 10 days, but they have 2 meals. They have pasta and sausage in the morning.
Right.
Lean sausage or lean chicken with wholemeal pasta. Yeah. And then in the afternoon / evening, for some reason, Coco has to have a little snackette before she can possibly go to sleep.
Well, of course.
She gets an empty belly, a rumbly feeling.
A rumbly in the tumbly?
Yeah, and then she's got to have a handful of kibble, and the pair of them wolf that. Mike calls it stealth eating because they can eat it silently. I don't know how they crunch it and swallow it, and you don't know.
Do you think they actually do crunch it, or because Labradors have this really good skill of hoovering their food?
I think that's kind of what they do. Occasionally, Coco will crunch a piece, but
more
often than not, it's just gone as if by magic. It's quite clever, really.
I always like giving Arthur the tomatoes because he doesn't quite know what to do with them. He doesn't know whether he should swallow them whole or try and bite them. And then he goes to bite them and they fall out of his mouth, and then he chases it down the whole way.
Right.
It's just fun.
Oh, Yvonne says she's cast on and done the first 2 pattern rows to see how the pattern looks. But she's going to go for a bit of mindless knitting now. A bit of stockinette.
Do you know what? There's nothing better than a bit of mindless knitting every now and again.
Yeah, so you probably haven't felt like working on your steaky cardigan then.
I haven't had a chance to work on my cardigan because, like I said before, I really want a couple of hours to be able to concentrate on it. And to be honest, yesterday the only knitting time I got was when I was talking to you. I didn't get any other knitting time yesterday. Same on Monday. So hopefully my daughter and I can watch a movie this afternoon, and I might get a chance to do something then, but that won't be my cardigan. Do you know, my kids have not left the house since Tuesday last week at lunchtime when we all came home from college. And that's it. They're doing this quarantine really well.
I think it's important to understand it, isn't it? Because so many people just haven't got the rules. I think it applies to everybody but them. My car's supposed to go in for a repair on the 30th of March, and I've messaged Mark over Facebook. It's his dad that's doing the job, and said, look, I'm stuck at home.
Yeah.
It's not safe for me to bring it, and
yeah,
they would bring me home, but then that puts them at risk.
It's being in the car with someone, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's 2.5 to 3 miles. And I'm not in any fit state to be walking it back until I'm a lot better. So I just
exactly.
Can I ring you when I've not got the lurgy, and it's safe to come back, and we'll get it done then. So they'd rather I did that than took the risk, because his dad's got diabetes, and
he doesn't want that, does
he?
he?
Goodness, no. No.
Thing is, I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that still have to go to work because they're key workers and stuff. And then there's other people who are still going to work because their bosses are, basically making them still go, or because they're self-employed and they can't afford not to work.
Yeah.
But, I would actually be a little bit upset if I couldn't stay home and quarantine at the moment. I'd feel like all these people who were able to stay at home were doing something that I couldn't, and I was missing out on something fun. Because, I like to sit at home.
If we flipped our perception of it and viewed it as vacation at home.
Exactly.
To my mother's view of it as house arrest.
Yeah, that's the problem, house arrest. But honestly, I would be really upset if I was still having to go to work.
Yeah, I work from home anyway, so for me, apart from cancelling meetings, not having to travel to a handful of places in a month to do this, that, or the other, my life hasn't changed a great deal.
Do you do more like Zoom meetings or anything like that at the moment, or are they just completely cancelled?
Most things are just dead in the water, because if you build websites and stuff like that, people at the moment are more concerned about how do I keep my business going in the short term, how am I going to pay my staff, those kind of questions. I would imagine as we get deeper into it or start to come out of it, that there'll be people who've never been online before who all of a sudden want someone like me to do something really quickly to get them going. And I could probably help lots of them out during the kind of lockdown, but it's whether they're in the frame of mind. And having gone through the process of setting up a site, there's a lot of work to do in terms of content.
Yeah, there is.
And whether they're in the right headspace for that at the moment is a moot point. You've got to be pretty determined.
Yeah, it's true. And I do think a lot of people they haven't changed their mindset yet. I know somebody whose husband sells windows, and not just your normal, safe style, buy one, get one free, bespoke, very high-end windows, a lot of money. And his boss pulled him into the office and gave him a going over because he hadn't met his target last week. And it's like, seriously, are you expecting people to be worried about buying new doors and windows at the moment?
Well, the thing is, you're not allowed to let them into your house anyway.
Well, exactly.
Unless it's work on your gas boiler or your carbon monoxide monitoring or something like that.
Or getting your water reconnected.
Yeah, then those workmen are not going to be allowed in your home and haven't
No.
been since last week. It's not a new thing.
Kitchen's still getting fitted across the road. Just saying.
I suppose it's done, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If they'd started it, bogged off and left it, that would have been pretty appalling.
Yeah, it would.
And maybe this is the last bit of cash flow that they'll get before they shut down. So.
There is that.
And if everybody's being careful and she's sort of, I don't know, if they've shut her in the understairs cupboard or something while they do
like Harry Potter.
Yeah. God, she probably got a room under there and a few books and stuff.
Probably quite pleased, yeah.
A little telly or something like that. You know,
I haven't had any time to read either. I was absolutely exhausted. I tell you what, though, tonight, I think I'm going to get into my bed about 7 o'clock and just zonk. I really feel tired. I've got in a mess again.
Oh, Yvonne says after a bit of a fight yesterday, which I'm assuming happened with her boss, who's acting like a bit of a knob.
Yeah.
She's only got to go into work occasionally and can do the rest from home. I should think so too, Yvonne.
That's a bit late coming, isn't it?
Good for you for standing your ground with this idiot woman.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of person turns up at work and then tries to infect her entire workforce.
Yeah. Someone who still doesn't get it.
Yeah, clearly. Never mind.
So, on to cheerier things.
Yeah, I'm on my blue bit now. I'm just doing another cluster row. So
I've almost got my headphones clear. There's just a little bit left in there now. Almost. Oh, what do you need to do with me, eh?
You and technology.
It's not my forte, is it? Let's be honest.
I don't know.
I'm learning.
But you're always up for it, and that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Oh, yeah.
My mum always said, I tried it once, but I didn't like it.
That's a carry-on film, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. I can't remember which one it is.
I don't drink. Tried it once and didn't like it.
And she had one child as well.
I don't smoke. I've tried it once and didn't like it. Do you have children? One daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. What, was that the same movie where they said something about, do you want the choicings with the dinner?
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's another one my mum always quotes when it's dinner time. What's for dinner? Well, do you want the choicings? Oh, I love the carry-ons. That might be a good one to watch with Caitlin, actually. I don't think she's ever watched a carry-on movie before.
I was trying to get Jake to watch Carry On Screaming with me the other day, and he just looked at me as if I was some sort of idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
I'll just enjoy it.
What about, I don't know, I'm thinking, channel something a bit new. What about Avengers Endgame or something like that? Or Infinity Wars? Or...
Yeah.
I've got those on the Skybox. We can watch those. And he just went,
So he was obviously in that frame of mind.
It's not him at all. I mean, this is a child who doesn't get Lord of the Rings. I don't know what to say.
Did you not bring him up correctly?
There are times where I think, did I bring the right one home? Well.
See, Caitlin's normally pretty good. We've had a good film education with her. She loves Labyrinth, The Lost Boys.
That terrified me, The Lost Boys.
Oh, I love The Lost Boys. Absolutely adore it. Yeah, as a vampire. Just trying to think what other. She's really good with the 80s movies, Pretty Woman, Dirty Dancing. But then the other day when I suggested we watch Top Gun, it's not on her radar apparently.
Okay.
Even though the new one's coming out.
We used to have the CD soundtrack in the car, but it was one of those you couldn't put on when Kevin was driving because he'd always drive about 30 miles per hour faster than he should.
Yeah, because it's really exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome to the danger zone. Yeah?
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins. You can't beat a bit of Kenny Loggins. He definitely gets you all fired up with Footloose and.
Oh, I absolutely love Footloose. I don't know how many
Oh,
times I went to see that at the cinema. Kevin Bacon.
I mean,
What
what's not
more
to
is there
like?
to say?
What is not to like? I
And
love
a very
Footloose.
young Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes. What's the other one? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She enjoyed as well.
Oh yeah, I've not seen that for quite a long time.
Matthew Broderick and that. So
Yeah.
she's normally pretty good with the 80s movies. So I don't know why.
I enjoyed
Top Gun.
War Games. That was good.
War Games was good, and the original proper Troy. You know the where he gets in the computer game. Is it Jeff Bridges?
Tron.
Tron. That's it. Not Troy. Tron. That's it.
I'm thinking
Troy's yeah, no, Troy's Brad Pitt. No, that's another good movie, but that's because of Orlando Bloom. So, but no, that's the wrong one. Tron.
Oh, Yvonne says that P doesn't like any film that's older than him.
Well, he's missing out on a lot of classics.
He absolutely is, but it's his choice. We can't force him, can we?
I like movies that are even older than me. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
I'd love anything with Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah.
And the High Society, or
I love High Society.
The Philadelphia Story, and Jimmy Stewart. I just adore.
Half a Sixpence.
Oh, Tommy Steele, my mum's heartthrob.
Absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, well, when we cleared my grand's house after she died, we went up to Edinburgh to clear the house, and in the cupboard were all of my mum's prized possessions from when she was a teenager.
Right.
And there was a musical box, you know, the ones with the ballerina in when you
yes
and she dances to the music. And
yeah.
I think I played Tulips of Amsterdam or something like that, bizarrely, for a ballerina.
Okay.
But written all over it with pen, all over the inside, all over the outside. I love Tommy Steele.
She's got good taste. She really is. He still knocking about?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, he was quite cute though. Good choice.
Yeah, I always like Tommy Steele. One of the films I really, really enjoy. What's the Barbara Streisand one?
Funny Girl.
Michael Crawford.
Oh no, that's
Hello, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. Yeah.
I love that.
Hello, Dolly's really good. I was thinking Funny Girl because I thought you were going to say Omar Sharif. He was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not as keen on that one. I don't like Omar Sharif at all.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before, I think, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because he was my mum's squeeze or beau or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Him and David Essex.
Oh, my mum likes David Essex.
She said it's the eyes.
Okay.
Didn't he have nice bright blue eyes or something? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Mum always had to think about David Essex.
Yeah.
My gran, her big heartthrob was Clark Gable.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Well, yeah, that always made me laugh because my granddad would just go, he's only about 4'2", and he wears a corset and he's got false teeth. and it was all true.
Yeah, will it make him feel better? I love it.
But bless, she adored him.
Oh.
And her other one was Rock Hudson.
Oh, yeah. But he didn't like the ladies, did he?
No, but it was a while before anybody discovered that, wasn't it?
There was quite a few of them that didn't really admit to it. We were talking about Cliff Richard the other day, do you think? Do you know? Yeah, no?
Put money on it.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually said, you know, Philip Schofield can come out, why can't Cliff Richard?
Well, I suppose he's kind of had enough lately with all that nastiness.
It probably is irrelevant now, isn't it?
Yeah. And it shouldn't matter, should it?
Well, it doesn't, does it, really? People are just nosy, I think, rather than
Anne's just
it
joined.
mattering.
Hello, Anne.
Oh, Anne, hello. She says she's determined to master this knitting thing.
Cool. I should think so.
which
I
is
got
good.
some photographs today. I don't know whether I'm
Oh,
allowed to share them with you, but I'll tell you about them. I'd sent the crochet blanket to my niece Becky, and I'd done a little cardigan. I showed you a red and grey slip stitch one, a little bolero,
yeah,
and I'd done the cardigan and hat, the baby Archie hat with the pom
yes.
poms. And I've had a photograph today of Isabel Grace wearing the cardigan and the hat, and wrapped up underneath the blanket as well. So that's really good.
Absolute cutie. It's always nice to know that your efforts are appreciated, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I did get a photograph the other week as well of the baby, and she was wearing something that I'd made for Becky's older sister's little boy. It's
All
the
right.
Antler cardigan by Tin Can Knits.
Oh, yeah.
And I've done it in this colour called sea thistle or something like that.
Sea thistle.
Beautiful texture, bluey green, double knit
Sounds
merino,
lovely.
really soft, and it worked really nicely with the cables. So it was really good to see little Grace wearing that, Isabel Grace wearing that.
Yeah.
So,
It's
but
beautiful
they've not
name.
started shortening her name yet. She was referred to as Isabel to me today. So
Wonder how long that will last.
yeah, not sure about that. I think.
My brother called his little boy Joe because he didn't want a name that could be shortened. It's like there's no point calling him Joseph if he's just going to be Joe, so we'll just call him Joe.
Yeah. Well, and I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother's Colin.
Yeah.
Because Mum said you can't shorten that, but of course
Col.
he gets Col.
My two are Cal and Kate.
And she didn't have the imagination to think of anything shorter for Loraine.
All right. Loz.
My family just call me Loz. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Rainy.
I occasionally get Rainy from one or two people, but
my stepdaughter is Katrina, and she gets Treen.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? How we just go with this. However short you make it, we want to make it shorter again.
It's a sign of affection, apparently.
Oh, okay. Is it because we want to sort of make the name special?
Yeah, I think so.
Quick update on
Oh, it's coming along lovely. Nice and thick. Nice and warm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I'm still tangled. Oh, do you know?
Have you managed to get your headphones out of it?
No.
No.
That's tickled you, hasn't it?
I just don't know how you managed it.
I honestly don't know how I've managed it. I'm in a worse mess now than I was when I started, I think.
It's nearly there, though. Is that the last colour you've got to pull out?
This is my last one, yeah.
Oh, well.
And,
that's really good, then.
So hopefully I'll be finished before it's too long. Yeah. Oh, nightmare.
So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yes, that'll be good.
Yeah.
We got to choose a whip picture to win a prize tomorrow.
We'll need to do that before we go live.
For our first weekly prize.
Yeah.
And so if anybody's got some projects on the go and they haven't yet posted a picture, there's still time. I'd like to see them. Even I haven't posted a picture yet, so I can't blame anyone else. I'm slacking this week.
Oh,
honestly,
I've posted pictures, but
you've posted, yeah.
Well, I can't win.
You can't. No, sorry, Loraine, you can't win. You'll have to enter a different competition in order to win a prize. I'm afraid.
Prize, yeah.
It's fine though. We're just enjoying taking part.
Oh, absolutely.
Hello, Arthur. Have you come to say hello to everyone? Have you been? You've been pestering those teenagers. He's staring at me again. He's a bit early. You could go and lay down. You're too early. Loraine will tell you.
Yeah, it's not time yet. 20 minutes.
Yeah, so you can go and lay down.
20 minutes, bless him.
I know, naughty dog. Poor pooch.
Yeah, mine are
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow night. I might actually channel Michelle's idea of getting myself a flask of tea ready instead of running out.
Plan.
I mean, isn't that good?
I've got some mighty mugs. Jake put me one in. You can't knock them over.
And do they keep your tea warmer as well?
They do keep your tea nice and hot.
Yeah, because mine's gone cold, which is really disappointing.
But at the moment they're upstairs in the plague pit, so I'm going to have to throw a box in and just say, fill this full of ransom items.
It's not good, is it?
I still don't know. We've got a toilet roll downstairs and I have no idea why.
Oh. Is he going to sell it?
Maybe he was photographing it for eBay.
Yeah. Well, that eBay are cracking down on that now, aren't they?
Perhaps it's a romantic gift for his girlfriend.
Perhaps she's run out, and he's going to rescue her.
Could be that.
Yeah. You know, the idea of chivalry is going to change dramatically over the next few weeks.
It is.
The man with the milk tray, he'll be delivering something completely different at the moment.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Hand sanitizer would be a good one. That would be a good competition. What do you think that the man with the milk tray should be delivering instead this week?
Yeah, well, let's have your suggestions.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows who the milk tray man is, of course.
I used to love those adverts. What was the other one?
Just because the lady loves milk tray.
Wasn't there a
black magic?
Black magic.
He was like a spy, wasn't he? And
he was, he was a bit more sinister. So was that for the ladies who liked a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of
there's more of an element of danger with that one.
Yeah, you know, like a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like to live life dangerously or whatever. He was a bit strange. Just having a weird man coming in your bedroom.
Well, that's
really, when you boil the advert down, when you think about it, I mean, there's loads of things that they wouldn't get away with these days. The adverts from the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, it's stalker behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think about it, it's like that Emma Jane Sadler that's always hanging around here.
Oh, do you know, she's still there.
You just can't get rid of her.
Oh, Sandra's joined. Hi, Sandra. Lovely to see you.
Hi, Sandra. So yeah, flash your knits.
Quick
Get
flash.
knits out.
Get me knits out.
I gave mine a little flash earlier.
Yeah, and then I'm going to be playing with these later.
What are you going to make from them?
My plan is to cast on and play around with a baby cardigan using the swatch I showed yesterday with that sort of.
Yes, I absolutely love that. I think it would make a really nice garment.
Yeah, so play around with that and see how that knits up. These are 4-ply.
Right, so the other one was DK, wasn't it? Your swatch.
It's actually Rowan Karma, so it's worsted, and I was measuring my swatch, and I've used a 5mm needle. And 20 stitches was just over 3.5 inches, and it does say use a 5.5, and I think it probably does need that.
I always get confused, like worsted and sport. Are they between a DK and an Aran?
Right, so a sport is thinner than DK, but thicker than 4-ply/fingering.
Right, okay.
And worsted is somewhere between DK and Aran.
Right, okay. But we don't tend to get many of them in the UK, is that right? Or have I just completely made that up?
Rowan often have worsted weight yarns.
Right.
But there was a big reclassification because things like Vanna's Choice and Lion Brand Woolies and stuff like that had always been considered worsted, but they've recently been reclassified in the last couple of years as Aran weight because they are quite thick.
Yeah, I've
Compared
used
to
that Vanna's
something like
Choice.
this, which is much closer to a DK. Can you
Yeah,
see the amount of stretch in that yarn?
it's quite stretchy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a tremendous amount of flex. So I think that's why it could probably do with a 5.5mm needle, but I'll only have to change that tip.
And leave the other one.
Yeah, for the time being.
But Rowan, I use their felted tweed a lot, and it's DK, but I always find it quite thin for a DK personally.
Yeah.
You know, they call it a DK, but it's not really, is it?
Well, and Stylecraft Life is a bit like that as well. Compared to the special DK, it's much finer. If you use the two together, you'll find the Life is very thin.
Right.
In comparison. I mean, it's fine, it works well. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep your tension the same if you're striping them or things like that. You do have to be careful.
Yeah, a bit difficult.
Yeah. You're nearly there.
No, I think I'm going to be here all night. Honestly, I don't know what I've done. I thought this was going to be finished in minutes once I got the other colour out. Do you know, it could be quite funny though, because if you can't really see what I'm doing and you can just sort of like see my hand moving a little bit, people are going to be wondering, what on earth is she doing?
Yeah, she's petting a really tall dog.
Scritches.
Yeah.
Scritches. He's gone to bed. Oh no, he hasn't. I thought he was on the bed. He's gone completely. I have no idea where he is.
He's busy.
He is. He's got other people to hassle. He's probably going to go and stare at Caitlin because sometimes she'll feed him if I don't.
He's probably on Zoom downstairs to
his mates.
All the dogs down the street.
Yeah, and they're all going, "What is going on? Why are the humans at home all day long?"
But desperately inconvenient. I feel sorry for the cats of the world having us around all the time.
Well,
they must be heartily sick of it.
Yeah, I don't have a cat anymore. My next door neighbour moved and took him with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To be fair, if she hadn't, he was at the point he didn't want to come home anymore anyway, so I don't know what he would have done. He took a dislike to Arthur.
Oh, well.
He didn't like Arthur, and Arthur took a dislike to him. I think it was very mutual. So he moved in next door.
Well, it's for the best, isn't it? And
that's the thing about cats. They definitely decide what they're doing with themselves, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's Jack D who does a sketch about cats and dogs where he's putting up a shelf on a wall and the dog just sits there going, "Don't know what you're doing, but I love you." So clever. I love you. Yeah. Have I told you that? I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
And the cat walks in and goes, "Yeah, you're going to need a roll plug with that, and that's the wrong drill bit." And it's just that superior attitude that cats seem to have, that clearly they know more than you do.
They do though, don't they? Oh, I'm assuming somebody had the audacity to walk past the house.
It could be that, yeah.
Yeah. He's going for it downstairs now.
Bless.
Maybe he doesn't like the workmen across the road.
It could be that.
It could be that. Are you two asleep?
No, Yvonne's saying that she can't get P to watch any of these really good old films. It's a shame because he's really missing out, you know.
Yeah.
But that's his choice.
Well, we can't make these teenagers. You can lead a horse to water.
Oh, absolutely. We can't force them.
Exactly.
Right, well, I think that's enough from us for today.
I think so. I don't think anybody needs to see me still trying to struggle with this. I might still be here tomorrow when we come back. You all have gone off and done all your chores and had dinners and all the rest of it and showers and things, and I'll still be... Oh.
Yeah, she's definitely unravelling yarn, honest.
It's a different kind of home movie, that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Not suitable for a Wednesday afternoon.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
Right.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. We'll have a party.
Yeah, it'd be really good. It'd be good to
A
catch up with everybody.
party
I can't believe we're a
means
week
knitting. Yeah,
it's already.
I know. It's amazing.
And rapidly approaching our first week of kind of lock-in.
Oh, it's quite scary. It's going quickly, isn't it?
It
But it's good though, actually, because if we are here for the long haul, then it just goes to prove that it's not going to be that much of a hardship.
Yeah, we can get through it.
We can do this. We've got this, Loraine.
We have. And so have you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow. Bring a project, bring a quarantini.
Yes, definitely. Bye.
So that's that.